Hi everyone, it's Christy. Welcome back to my channel. I have some ephemera we are going to do for our Maria journal. That's what I'm calling it, and simply because that was the sheet music I pulled out, and I thought, oh, you know what? I'm going to call it Maria. Don't know where it went, but she's in here somewhere. Anyway, so I pulled out my handy dandy checklist. If you don't have this checklist, you can get it at my Facebook group. It's a free file. This is just my journal checklist, things that I like to include in my journal. Sometimes I do more, sometimes I do less, sometimes I do all, sometimes I make it up as I go. So, but it's a guideline for me. So this is where I started today, and I haven't gotten this far, but I have prepped a few things. So the front and back cover pockets were taken care of here with the angled stack pocket that we did. We have that in the front and the back. So that's all well and good. So the next thing was I have deco envelope. Okay, so I've cut out all the ephemera, and there's a lot of it, and even with all that I've prepped, I still have a bunch of stuff in here to tuck. So the next thing was the deco envelope. So let's start here. And like I said, I've prepped a few things. I need to ink just a little bit on some of these, but this is an envelope that comes with the collection, the April collection by Pink Monarch Prints, and that's what I'm using to do our little journal. The journal itself is inspired by Francesca at Junk Journal Joy, and I love her style. So I don't even come close. She just kind of goes for it, and I'm not always a go for it kind of girl. I am going to kind of soften that up a little bit. Probably shouldn't have left those circles, but you know what? It's okay. That should take care of it. Okay, so glue bottle is full. Let's see. That can go on the outside, but I think I'm going to put it inside because it's mitered, so I think it'll be okay. Alright, so I'm just going to glue this shut. Oops, I don't want to glue that. Right off the bat. Oh, I hope all your weeks are going great. Today is Friday. I have got, this is actually video 7 of this series, so I probably will only do a couple more and then I'll wrap it up because, you know, it can keep going on and on. You don't need to see every little piece of paper I cut to stick in this journal. So I've taken this is a piece from, everything is from the April journal collection, not journal collection, April subscription by Pink Monarchs, unless otherwise mentioned, because that's all I've got here. Unless it's from my stash and I don't know where it is, all of these are hers. So I'm going to take a ticket. This was a strip that had 3 little mini tickets, and I'm going to put that as a tag pull. I just thought that would be fun. Which side do I want? Ooh, I like that. Well, they both are good. Okay. I'll try to center that. And I put it right down where I didn't want it. I need to make sure that it's not sticking up over that. So I think I am going to go all the way down with it. With the Fabri-Tac and 3-in-1, you have a little bit of time there to get it in place. Get off that excess stuff. One little tiny piece hanging out there. There There we go. All right. So that goes inside the pocket. There we go. See, having that bottom piece fold down first, you could see I got stuck on that lip. But once you get it in there, I'm going to use my bone folder, make sure it's not glued down, that it's open all the way. And then I should have no issues. See, it's getting stuck on something, but there we go. No? Still getting stuck on something. Oh, okay. It's that bottom flap is not glued on this end. So, I don't know if you can see. Okay, here. I don't know if you can see inside this. But because of this, the way this is laying down, this is kind of tweaking that open. So, I wonder if I can get that open. If I can get that back open and kind of, what's the piece that I need to pull? Yeah, just kind of snip this piece right here. So it's not doing that. And then I think I'll be okay. It's where the two are coming together that's causing the problem. So, no one will be the wiser because we will just ink it back up. We'll trim that straighter. And hopefully that'll take care of the issue. If not, I just made it worse. And you know what? The worst case scenario is I trim that down a smidge. So I'm going to look in there. You can see the light through it now. I don't know if you can see that. I can see the hole, but I'm going to stick a little glue there. There we go. Pinch it, let it come out for a second, pinch it. Yeah, that wasn't the way to fix it. What I needed to cut was the side piece, and I cut the bottom piece, but that's okay. It's not going to matter. We're just going to pinch that and trim this. And I have lines. Where's my scissors? Right here. I have lines, so this shouldn't be a problem. There's always a way to fix something. And I usually would wrap that pocket around, or that piece around to the back, which is what I should have done. But that's okay. Now you know how to fix it if it happens to you. And then I need to add, I thought I added glue here already. No, I didn't. Maybe I didn't rub it down enough. So I've been watching Carrie the Crafter. Oh my gosh, he reminds me of myself so much with some of the OCD stuff. He cracks me up. But I'm really enjoying watching his series on how to use up 12 by 12 papers. So I may have to start doing some of that. And also he has a whole playlist on mass makes. So mass makes and 12 by 12s and yeah, really fun. Okay, I think I'm going to let that dry, but it should be fine. All right, let's go back to the front. So I've got this lace. I want to run along the bottom. Another reason why that little piece that I cut's not going to even show. And I think that's about right. And then we'll trim it, look on the back and make sure it's, I just kind of make sure that it's similar distance. It doesn't have to be perfect there. It's not going to be perfect, but that's always my aim, as good as I can. There we go. Which can be very limiting. I think when I glue this on the page, I'm probably going to most probably I'm going to put this opposite that stacked pocket. And then I'm going to glue it on 3 sides and do a pocket in the back. I really like to do that. This should be dry enough now. There we go. And then I want to go ahead and do this part first before I put on this ephemera, because I'm not sure if this is going to work. I might need another background for that, but I want to be consistent here and do the same closure that we did on those envelopes. And I think I've already inked around that part. So this just needs to be glued on the right and left, because we're only going to put that tip in there. This tip is not quite as pointed as the other ones, but I think it'll still work. So about there. Okay. About there. I think that should work. Doesn't feel straight. Yep. Looks pretty straight. I don't know, maybe it's just the cursive. Alright, I'm going to let that dry before I tuck that back in. So let's see what we've got down here. This might be just a tad since I put that ribbon on. Let me see what else I've got in here for putting behind that. I really wanted that pink, and maybe I can just cut it down a little bit. I'm kind of running out of the tiny pieces that I want. I could use something like this instead. Okay, maybe I could use that, because I could run that right above that instead of, I was going to use this fussy cut, but I can put that on something else. I also have this piece, which is a tab, but could be used behind. Now that doesn't even, it disappears completely. The reason that I wanted to use that pink one was because it had the border on it. And I probably have a label or something in here that I could use. If this was a little longer, I'd use that. Yeah, I think I'm just going to change my mind. Oh, I could use this. That looks pretty too. Because I've already got words on here. Remember, though I do not believe that a plant will spring up where no seed has been, I have great faith in a seed. Convince me that you have a seed there, and I'm prepared to expect wonders. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. But I'm going to save these two because those are really cool. I am going to have to trim this down just a smidge. What do I do with my trimmer? I was working in here this morning. We're starting a new moms group at our church. It's a different campus than our main campus, and I've been working on some paperwork, trying to get that done for Sunday, and so I wanted to get all of that finished before I started working on these more videos, because once I get into these videos, I want to get them finished before I move on. So I was trimming those down. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. And I'm not going to make a pocket out of it. I'm just going to, there's enough going on this page. It's not a page, but on the envelope itself, I will have to find something to tuck in there. Maybe one of those journal cards that had the lines on them. There we go. Yeah. crooked. And I even used the trimmer. It's possible that I scored crooked on the envelope. Okay, that works. And I think this should be dry enough for me to tuck this back in like that. That looks good. Okay, so one more envelope down. Okay, next on my list is left, right corner flip. Okay, this is easy. I don't do much to these, but I do want to put it like a little cluster there and then run some lace. So this will get inked. I like to ink on this side, and you know what? Before I go any further, I'm going to point something out. These were square. And for whatever reason, my cutting, my printing, whatever, when I went corner to corner, I got this on both sides. That happens to me all the time. So I don't know why. Maybe I just, I don't know. Anyway, I'm just going to trim that off on both sides. Nobody's going to come along and measure it and say that's not an actual square, because as of now, it is not an actual square. You can kind of see possibly that it's a little wonky, but once it's attached to the page, you're not going to know. So, yeah, I went down the middle here. I want to go around because that's going to be inside for writing. And then which one of these, which way up do I want? Okay, this has writing that goes this way. All right. So that could be my left one. I want to keep it in the orientation that I want it so I don't forget. This would have to go sideways, or also, let's see, no. Yeah, or also be left. I think the writing is less noticeable on this one. I don't know. I don't think it matters. But anyway, so that's going to be my right one. And then we need to straighten this up because we have the same issue here with it not folding corner to corner correctly. I don't know if it's the way I fold or what, but like I said, there's a way to fix everything. There we go. Okay. And I did want to ink the outside of this, but I needed to know which way around before I could ink it, because I don't need to ink the side that's getting attached to the page. So we will do a little of this and that, a little of this. Okay, and then since this one is going to be on the left, we will ink this side. I'm going to put lace along the pocket, so I don't really need to ink that inside edge. You want to flatten that out a little bit. All right, so I'm going to come along here with the glue, and I'm going to run the flat edge along here. And then we'll trim this off when it's dry. Just going to leave that. I haven't done these pockets in a while, I don't think. I don't know, sometimes I look at stuff that comes up in my memories on Facebook and it's like, wow, that was 9 years ago? What? So I'm coming up on my 5-year anniversary on YouTube this year. So October will be 5 years since I posted my first video. That's amazing to me. That went by super fast. There we go. Okay. So, and what I think I decided to do was just put a little lace and a tag right there in the middle. And so I'm not going to worry about gluing that whole piece down. I'm just putting a circle of glue. This is I got my fingers all gummy, the wedding lace. And then all the tags go the same way, so I don't think it matters. Whoa. The glue is coming out fast on me. Probably because I must have laid it on its side or something. Can't win with this glue. You just have to deal with it. Alright, and then I'm just going to put that there. Sunshine. Anybody remember that old song? Sunshine. Was that John Denver? Okay, and then this one, I've got some glue on the back I need to find and fix. We'll go right there. Now these are not going to be next to each other. They will be separate, but so they don't have to line up or anything like that. But this one has glue somewhere. There it is. Make sure. It's probably from my hands. All right, let's get these trimmed down. There we go. And there we go. Okay. Looks way better once you trim that lace down. I really like that color of the lace. I don't know. I guess you would call it a mauve. I have to say mauve. I'm not allowed to say mauve because I went to design school and that was one of the kind of like you're not allowed to say couch unless it only has one end. What we have in our living rooms are usually sofas. Okay, so I like those. Those are cool and very simple. I mean, did you see that? It takes no time, just easy. I'm tempted to come back after all is said and done when I'm adding the miscellaneous ephemera to pages and such to maybe add some of those oh gosh, I don't know if I have any handy or not, but I used to have some, nope, that's not it. I used to have some Dollar Tree bling that was sticky back. I don't know what happened to it. Is this it? I moved my tray, I can't reach it. Anyway, just to put maybe, you know, like something here, or some flat back pearls or something. But yeah, that's good. And I really love how this lace matches this color perfectly. That was cool. Alright, so this is next. This is side tucks. Alright, so I don't remember what I was doing, so let's just look at what I have here. It's like I think that was going to go in the back, and this was going to be a tab, and this was going to be the pocket with a focal point. Okay, or not a pocket, but a tuck. This I wanted as a corner tuck, and I think I'm just oh, there's handwriting on that. I never noticed. Cool. So I want to put this tab on this, and I'm going to trim these down just a smidge because they're a little long for me. So I think I'm going to take off, I don't know, I'm sorry I'm out of screen, but I have got too much stuff right here to be able to show you. I think I'm going to do 1/4 inch, yeah, 1/4 inch on either side. But you can see the difference that makes in the length of these. This, for me, will come down too far, or I have to leave it up too high, and I don't want it to be that high. For this book isn't going to work. So I'm just going to trim off a little bit, and all right. Now we can You know, I used to have a little tiny little scoreboard. I need to find that and put it back up here so I can, oops. I need to put it back here where I can grab it with my punch board, because sometimes you just want to score something small like this and you don't want to have to haul out Martha. So it's okay. We will just do it. All right, so I'm going to score here and score here, and then I'll trim that. It'll be easier than trying to trim both and line it up. Okay, so this one is corner chomp. Let's see. I'll do the 1/4 inch side. That'll be easy. Okay, so that one's done. Where's the other one? Okay, this one doesn't need the corner chomper. This one just needs to be snipped like a tag. There we go. Okay, so we'll just ink these really quickly. Both sides. And yeah, so these are fun. All right, I need a little bit more of this. We just want to come along where that white edge is. And guys, I apologize, in some of the videos, I think especially part 5 or 6, I was working down here tight because I was trying to see, and I apologize. I think you can still get the gist. I'm going to round this corner because I like to do that with my corner tucks. I don't know why. Let's see, this one will be on the other side, so I'm going to do this one. I like to have a right and left, so this one will be on the right. I'd like this one to be on the left. No, this one has to be on the left because I already rounded the corner, so this one's going to be on the right. So we'll round the corner with the B. It's okay. Anyway, I like to have one of each, so and I put some trim in there, but I don't remember where I was gonna put it. Maybe on this bingo card. It was with this one, but that's an awful long piece for a bingo card. Maybe that's for both. I don't know. I sit here and I prep while I'm watching videos, and then I come back and it's like somebody else put it together, because I don't necessarily remember what I even was going to do. Okay, so I know that goes in the back, and we want to put this tab on the top. Oh, I guess I need that on both sides. Okay, and I like it to come down about, I don't know, 1/4 inch, 3/8. Well, I thought I could make it in 29 minutes, but apparently not. There we go. I think that looks good. Did I not ink this one? No, apparently not. Okay. So that is going to go behind this, or in this tuck spot here. That's going to be attached to the page. Hopefully that'll fit. And then this is, there is a sheet of very large fussy cuts, and I thought this would look really cute on that bingo card, because you know, we use the bingo cards for pockets and inserts all the time. Everyone knows what a bingo. It's not like we're going to actually play bingo with it, so I can cover up some of it. So I am deciding which way around I want that. I think I want to put it right there. And I think I am going to go ahead and put this trim on first, so let's do that. I can hang off just a smidge. There is a right and wrong. Whoa, look at that, not straight at all. Well, let's pull this down just a little bit and push this up and get that better aligned. Yeah, I think I must have had this piece for both. And okay, because there's plenty for that one. All right, so now I want to put this fussy cut on, and I think I'm going to put it just like that, right in the middle. I'm really enjoying working with this collection. Anna's kits are so generous. I mean, she's got so many pieces on them. I'm going to leave that piece hang over. And I've got this one to the edge, so there won't be any problem on this side. And then this can be glued down too. All right, so that'll go like that in a pocket. And, you know, I may change my mind, but I think I like that. So let me clip those together, and we'll do this one. Same thing. I don't want the writing upside down, so let's attach this. And I think I'm going to attach this kind of off-centered. Stick my finger right in it. Just there we go. More like a file card. And if I thought about it, I could have rounded those corners, but it's okay. There we go. And this one already has the chicken on it, so we are just going to run that trim across the bottom. I don't know, looks like a rooster. All right, I'm going to try and get that on there correctly. I like that trim. That's nice. Oh, looky there. I did pretty good. Sometimes I have it, sometimes I don't. It just depends on the moment, because it has nothing to do with my days. Okay, that's still long enough to use for like a dingly dangly or something. So, okay. All right. That looks good. And then that will go in there. Okay, so there are our pockets, and we have, excuse me, so we have 2 pockets, 2 corner tucks, and a decorative envelope ready to go in our journal. And I'm just gonna, you know what, let's just go ahead and put them in. Since I have the video going, we might as well. Let's find that stacked pocket. Okay, that was there. Did I already put something opposite that? It's this one. Yeah, I'm going to put that right there, and I'm going to have something coming out. Should yeah, I might just glue it down as a tuck. I think I'm going to glue it down as a tuck, because that way I can put some paper in there. Now you may notice there's not any coffee dyed paper in this collection, or in this journal. I'm just going to admit it straight up. When I started putting the pages in, I was paying more attention to the video than thinking it through, and I didn't put a lot of journaling pages in here. I mean, there's this, and there is the back of the other pages. No, because we use double-sided pages. But there are some you can write on. There are, you can write on this. You can write on this, but it's not enough. So I'm going to be tucking some booklets, and I may do a tip in here or there, but the top pockets will probably have coffee dyed paper in them. The big pockets, the front and back cover, and I'll be tucking in some writing paper into this journal, so there'll be plenty of room for writing when all is said and done, because you can write on this, you can write on this, you can write on this, but as a journal, in my opinion, there's not enough writing space. So yeah, I had someone tell me sometime after they bought a journal, now you can make one I can actually write in, which okay. Let's see, now we got these corner pockets. So I'm thinking that has pink lace. Let's put these, no. There we go. Let's put the corner pockets on this page. And I'll do this page in this signature and on the back signature. But this goes there. Really nice. I hope you can see that. I think that'll go there really nice. Sometimes when people look at my journal, they're like, okay, I don't get it. What's it for? Because I call it a journal, but when they think of a journal, they're just thinking of blank pages. And so, yeah. And then I have other people that are like, hey, can you make me, you know, I'm going to do this or that or the other, and I need a new journal, so can you do it? And I love that. I can make naked journals too, so just so you know. All right, so that was after the tissue. Okay, so it's the designer page before the center page. So I want to go back here and find the center page. So it's this one. So that's where that, oh, that looks good too. Perfect. All right. That's why I try to keep some of my ephemera, you know, I can put one on the left, one on the right. And when you're making two of something, it goes a lot faster. So get that little bunch of glue out of there. And I'm putting these just a little over 1/4 of an inch from the corner. I just want to make sure that you know, it can still flip up and people can still put things in them. Okay, and then we have a couple of pockets. So where do we want to put those? We can put those here. This is the same page that we just did, so I don't want that one. That one's going to go on the other side. This one will go here. That'll be fine. So I hope you are all enjoying this series. Sorry it took me so long to get the series out. It's just been pretty busy around here. Life happens, right? So there we go. Hold that down for a second, and we will tuck this piece in. I'm just checking to make sure that I inked where I wanted inked, and that will go there. Okay, so we go back to the first signature. I should have put these in the second signature, but that's okay. We'll go back to the first signature and find that same middle piece, and here. Okay. So that will go like that. Nice. And I want to make sure that this is not hanging off the edge, so, and that's perfect. When I come in, I'm going to put a little dab of glue on there. If I come in, you know, a little over 1/4 of an inch, that's fine. And I'll glue that down as well. Then I won't have to worry about getting caught on it. Because if anyone will, I will. Okay. Some garbage cleanup to do here. Okay. I need to get all this glue off my hands. Okay. And then this one will go right inside there, and it fits perfect. Okay. All right, so that's going to start filling up our journal once we get all this ephemera going. So I'm going to prep the next video, and I'll be back. Bye now. Thanks for watching.